I'm like, who am I without my unhappiness? And I feel like I'm just naturally a sadder person. I'm a more sentimental person.
I know that it breaks your heart. Such a beautiful song. That is kind of the tradition at this point. Anywho, guys, welcome back to another episode of .MP4. Anyways, today's topic is a little bit sad. It's a little bit sad. More so for me, less so for y'all. But I wanted to talk about like dreams, aspirations, and goals. And as you know, I feel like I'm not necessarily goal oriented in the fact that I actually like achieve the goals I set out, but I'm more so goal oriented in the fact that I love to be a daydreamer. I love to think about the future. I love to plan stuff, kind of that kind of vibe. But this is off topic. But lately, this isn't off topic, but it kind of is. Lately, I've been playing a lot of like video games, as a way of like procrastination and not doing things that I should be doing. And also, as we know, the last episode, I dropped those college classes, so I've had more free time. And I've been using it playing video games. Which honestly, like I'm 18, bacon, get over yourself. But also too, like it's what made me think like, what do I actually want? And then this has been a big thing about even last episode about me talking about that. But it's more so the fact of like this YouTube, and like I really do like YouTube. I really, really do. And I do want to do this, and I do want to give this a fair shot. But it's also like, do I really want it? Because why am I not actively trying to pursue it? You know what I mean? So I've been going through a lot of thinking about goals and aspirations, and like, we already know like what I want to do in the future, like that kind of vibe. Because this is a very introspective chapter of my life. Given that I'll be graduating soon from high school. But I don't know. I feel so trapped in a way. I feel really, really trapped right now. And I feel like I low-key feel kind of like a failure. And I don't know. I just feel like, granted, I feel like I failed. And I feel like the reason why I failed is because I haven't tried. Because I am a firm believer in the only true failure is not trying. I do believe that failing is a part of the process of becoming. But I feel like I really haven't been trying. Like I have been trying, but I'm also just I've been like a really lazy person. And also a big topic of that too is like happiness. Like I've said, I've spent so much of my life unhappy, and I'm done being unhappy. But I kind of don't know who to be without unhappiness. not to be like sad or whatever. You know, this is more of like a sadder episode. I really don't know who to be without my happiness. I really don't, because I've been so unhappy for so long. And maybe not like unhappy, but like I feel like compared to the normal person, I am very compared to all my friends, and of course I don't like walk in other people's shoes, and like I just like I won't ever, you know what I mean? I won't ever walk in somebody else's shoes, because it's like physically impossible. But I'm just like, who am I without my unhappiness? You know, and then it even goes, because like I said, I'm such a goal driven person, and in terms of, like I said, planning things. But I'm also like, I feel like the only way for me to get clarity is through action, and like I've not been doing that. It's like I know it, but I don't apply it. It's such like a weird thing. I'm like, who am I without my unhappiness? And it makes me think, it's like, even if I achieve the things that I think will make me happy, I feel like I'm still going to be unhappy. I'm like, do I even want that life for myself, you know? Do I want to go down that path? Because I believe there is a lot of paths in life I could take. And I don't want to go down them, because I'm like, that's not what I want. Like, I don't want that. I don't think it's going to make me happy. And then I think of the things that would make me happy, and I'm like, well, how do I get there? How do I get to that place? And then I think about the work I have to put in for certain things, and I'm just like, that's so much work. But it's like, what else do I do? Like, I'm kind of at like a crossroads here. And graduating soon from high school should be an exciting thing, and I am excited, of course. I'm like done with school, like I'm like over school. But it's also, I'm so scared, because I feel like I'm not ready. I know it's like a universal thing. I know everybody's like, you just got to do it scared, like whatever. But I'm just like, I fear that I'm just going to shut down. Like I fear that I'm not going to. And of course, this is a part of the process. Like I understand that, like, who knows, I'll look back on this in 5 years and I'll be like, God, you worried so much for no reason. Like you were perfectly fine. And I hope it is like that. I hope I am at that point. But I'm like, who am I without my unhappiness? And I feel like I'm just naturally a sadder person. I'm a more sentimental person. And I swear I get that from my mom. Cause like, not saying I have depression, but depression has runs in my family, ran in my family. But I'm just like, what is going to bring me fulfillment? What is going to bring me enjoyment? And like the things I think that are, I wish I already had those things so I would know whether or not, like watch me put forth all this effort and energy will achieve those things, but then watch me still not be happy. And I think I will be happy, or like I do think I will be, but I'm also just like, where unhappiness has been such a big portion of how I've grown. Literally, I'm rambling on how I've grown with unhappiness. I've made it an essential part of my life. I've made it the roommate of my life. It does everything with me. And now that I'm choosing to let that part go and move forward, not only do I not know what's going to fill that spot, but if that spot can be filled, So I don't know who I am without my unhappiness. Like with my I know I will find that person, but will I like them, I don't know, and where I've honestly taken a break from this YouTube in terms of like filming, doing anything like that, like it's probably been a good 2 weeks. Like I've went on longer streaks, and maybe it's where I've been playing video games and I've had something to escapism. I've had my mind go somewhere else. I've been thinking about YouTube and I'm like, do I even like YouTube? And like I said, I know I do like it, or at least I did like it, and I know that I need to give it a fair shot, give it a good year, give it a good 2 years of consistently posting and trying this out to build something here and see where it goes, because I do think I think third person, I think it will be a big portion of my life. I just feel it in my soul like this is something I'm meant to do. But I also feel too that I'm like, do I like this? Like I'm having so much second thoughts and guessing, and even sitting down to this podcast and talking it through. Of course, now I feel better than now I'm just taking action doing it. So it's the irony of it. But also too, I'm just like, even going back to college and everything like that, like looking at the prices, looking at the money of it, and I'm like, no way I'm gonna go tens to $50,000 to $100,000 in debt for the next 4 years of my life. Like y'all are crazy. Like America, what are we doing? Like I knew we were stupid because of the presidency, who we have. Not to get political. Whatever, I don't want to get political in this, but I'm just like, it's so easy to be unhappy, especially given the world and everything that's happening with politics. And I'm just so like, who am I with my unhappiness? And do I really want these goals? Do I really want these things? Because I'm not seeming to try for them. You know what I mean? It's like, because I do believe if there's a will, there's a way. Like if you truly want something, you would figure it out. And if it's meant for you, if you want it and it's meant for you, it will work itself out and you will find a way. But then I also think to him also like, well, Peyton, like you just aren't trying. So how can you expect to get the things you want without trying, without putting forth the effort, without having the discipline? And then it's like I know, like I don't want to be disciplined. Honestly, I don't think anyone wants to be disciplined. But I'm like, at the end of the day, you have to be if you want to achieve the things you want to achieve. But also, like I said, I also feel like I'm also just more of an introspective person. I feel like I'm more of a sad person. And not to put that label on me and box myself in, but I'm like, will I also be unhappy when I have those things? Because it's been so long that I've lived with this unhappiness. Like I don't remember who I was before I didn't have unhappiness. Yeah, not to get so. It makes it look like I've been crying because I'm holding this, but it's because my nose is running. Yeah, not to make it so sad. But yeah, I don't know. Like I have so much that I just feel so behind, and social media just amplifies that. It just amplifies it. Just seeing people my age online having accomplished and done so much. And I swear it's not even a jealousy thing. It's more of a thing that I'm just upset at myself. Because I feel like I'm disrespecting and letting myself down by not trying, which I mean I am, because if I cared more about myself, I would try. And just the uncertainty of it, and questioning who am I and what do I really want, because I kind of know the lifestyle I want. I kind of know the things I want. Like I do. Like I do know where I would like to be at and where I think I would feel so much joy and fulfillment. But the question is, how do I get to that place? And I know some answers, and this YouTube is one of them. Like I think if I did YouTube and I'm successful over the next like year and a half, that will be one of the pathways, one of the main pathways to get me where I want to go. But even with this, even having this, it's just like one part of the equation. And this is a big part of the equation, you know what I mean? This season of my life is testing me in ways that I knew this, I knew inevitably this would happen, graduating soon, because I'm thinking about future episodes talking about things, but because I know there's one thing I do want to talk about in the next two episodes. But before we get to that, I'm just like, I don't know. I know I do need to be more disciplined, because lately I've been like a bum. Like I've literally kind of let myself go more usually than I do, in terms of like I need to find the balance. I need to find the balance between self enjoyment and actually working for my future and my future self. But yeah, who am I with unhappiness? I don't know. And so part of that is exciting, figuring that person out of myself. Gosh, I'm just so I hope one day I can look back on these in a couple years and know that everything will be okay. That everything worked out the way it's supposed to. And I'm happy. And I know who I am without my unhappiness. But I have to endure. Oh my God, I have to endure. Is it endure or endure? I think it's endure. I don't like even saying endure. Well, yeah, I think it's endure. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of .MP4. I need to make a theme song. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will see you within a week. I need to get back to doing weekly uploads and getting my normal content out there. I really do. I will see you within a week. I will really, really try. I really need to lock in. But I also hate hustle culture, but also lock in, because you've been so locked out. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you very, very soon. Tom's looking up for the paid tune channel. The little channel. Oh. Anyways, yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me, because I am probably the hardest person to support in terms of consistency. But I will hopefully change that. I need to say I will change that, but I'm really trying to rebuild the trust in myself, so I don't want to say stuff that I'm not going to do, but I really do want to do this. Me having a 4-minute outro, which is a third of the video. See you guys soon. Bye. I love you.